Daniel van der Merwe.
That's an excellent delivery by.
Yeah, balls to Van Der. Goes on the shorter side. Van Der tries to lift that. And John takes it beautifully at that far leg.
There you go.
Oh, Alfred rocking.
Oh, and what a...
Oi!
This time he's taken.
Oh, and this time he...
How he goes about it. Daniel Beche and Kim runs down.
And Masonda
Falls back.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Kimberley Oval on this very warm Saturday afternoon. Witnessing the home team, Northern Cape Heat versus Limpopo Impalas in the CSA T20 Division 2 Knockout Challenge. With me in studio here is Mr. J, Mr. Eugene Jacobs. Welcome, Mr. J.
Good afternoon, Nathan. It's a very warm day today in Kimberley. Typical hot Kimberley day. We're back on pitch number 4. I did have a little bit of a look at the wicket, and I now think it's about the 4th or 5th game that's being played on that wicket. I just hope that it will play through in the 40 overs. The captain of Limpopo, Liam Peters, have won the toss, and he decided to bowl first.
And a very straightforward decision to bowl first there, Mr. Eugene Jacob, because Impalas just have to win this game. It's Northern Cape Heat that has to bring the heat actually this afternoon. They will need to have a bonus point win against Impalas, and then hope their net run rate is much better than the Impalas.
No, that is very true. For the Heat, it's simple. They got to win with a bonus point. Impalas, they just have to win the game.
And opening the bowling for Impalas from the commentary box end is Atwell Mokholoboto. Bowling from the commentary box end, right arm spinner. So they're starting it very slow. And just confirm who the opening batters of the Northern Cape Heat is. But seems like the umpires is ready. Umpires is Roger Byrne and Bongani Tebe. Here we go. Atwell in. It's quite straight there. Punch back to the bowler for no run. Comes again and first off, straight down, and that's a 4. Ronan Herman is the opening batter for the Northern Cape Heat, and Gerry Pike is the 2 in the middle for the home side. Well, I think they got their memo there, Mr. J. They know what they have to do.
No, for sure. They obviously already a change in approach from Northern Cape, where the 2 traditional openers are not in, and now they have Rowan Herman and Gerry Pike.
So the 2 fielders out for Impalas. And that one is stuck to the covers there by Gerry Pike. Coming back for 2. And it stopped, turning back for 3. No, that's only 2. It's a good start by the Heat. They have 2 fielders out, long on, and it's like Kyle Kone is out there, Mr. J.
Yeah, that's the
that's
2 fielders that they have out. And yeah, I think they're going to now try to strengthen. They're going to try to strengthen that offside, because he's really starting to attack outside off stump.
That will coming in. It's a bit too straight. Shy at the non-striker's end. No arm there. No arm was done there. Ronan was just a bit in a hurry there.
You know, sometimes I wonder about the bowling thinking. He just moved the player over into the offside and he attacks the leg side now.
That's gone straight there by Gerry Pike, and that's all the way. That's 6 runs for the Heat team. The first maximum of the innings coming in the first over. And that brings to the close the first over as well. Northern Cape Heat, 9 for no loss after 1 over.
Intentions are made very clear in the first over.
That's what the home team will need. Need to put on a big total and then restrict them to a score after they have worked out what the probabilities are of them getting a bonus point and also improving their net run rate as well.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you know, cricket with all its dynamics, I always have a look at it, and I look at the Impala team. What a privilege it is for them to be coached by Gordon Parsons, a man that has done possibly everything in cricket, whether it's locally or internationally, and it's such a privilege for these young cricketers to be able to be exposed at this level to that kind of quality.
No, definitely have to agree with you there, Mr. J. Definitely. They got experience. Definitely there. That's given so much back to South African cricket. So, and that's why they haven't done so bad so far.
No, of course they've done very well. They won the competition last year, and they're the defending champions. And I think I will definitely not put it past Gordon Parsons to be able to have an ace or two up his sleeve, and he knows how to play this game. He's done it. He's gone through it all, and yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Definitely looking forward to this game. So then coming from the country club end will be Jesse James Albany, right arm seamer for Limpopo Impalas, running in to Ronan Herman. First ball of his spell, and it's short. Didn't look too much carry there. And like you say, Mr. J, that's been like the fourth game now on this wicket.
Yeah, no, I'm actually a bit concerned, but also don't want to put the mockers on the teams. But I'm really hoping that the pitch lasts.
Yeah.
You know, and the one thing that we mustn't underestimate is the heat.
Yeah.
It is extremely hot in Kimberley.
That's some good carry there by Albany there.
Yeah, there's some good carry, but also very clear intentions from Herman that he needs to attack.
Well, it's also no use if you are not going to go out trying to fight for that fourth position or semi-final spot. So rather go out on a high and at least it shows that there was an effort put in.
No, for sure, the intent is there and it's very important.
That's a good start here by JC James, running in Ronan Herman, and that one is a bit wide, and that's a called wide as well. So JC James Albany is bowling with a third man and a deep square leg out on the boundary, and one slip, Mr. J.
One slip, and then arena fielders in the offside, protecting the off, but that was just a bit wide, called wide by Roger Byrne, and you'll have to bowl that one again.
There's been 3 balls, 3 swings at it by Ronan. Oh, that's exciting there, and that one pierces the offside, and that's all the way to the boundary, through the cover point area for 4. 4 balls, 4 swings.
No,
Definitely.
for sure, and it's the intent is very clear. I must say, with the line of attack that he's bowling, I would rather want to move my third man into that square cover, because the attack has been that way. But yeah, let's see. Obviously, captains know how to set their fields.
No, definitely. Jesse James running in again, and that one is down to third man's throat, and it's dropped. He's dropped him. That's a live for Ronan, and they're coming back for 2. And that's a couple of runs. Are they going to turn for 3? No, they're not. So unfortunately, but fortunate for Ronan Herman, dropped at third man. Just missed the buckets completely there, Mr. J.
Yeah, no, for sure. That is a very big miss. And in this heat, that's unrelenting for the bowler. I've just noticed also that Roger Byrne has scored 1 short run. So,
What an error.
yeah, so Herman is only obviously went for a single.
But he's still there. That's the important part for the heat. And another swing and a miss. Albany's bowling good areas here. Ronan is just swinging at every single ball out here.
You know, I fully understand that the intent has got to be there, but in any form of the game, it doesn't matter whether it's a T20 game, there's enough time for you to set yourself up. And now he had a couple of swings where he could have tried to just play normally, get a couple of singles in order to get him set to be able to launch. There's a typical example, just a straight little normal cricket drive into the covers and you take a single, you know.
Very important, as long as you get the scoreboard ticking as well, Mr. J. That brings to the close the second over, 16 without loss, Northern Cape Heat. There was an opportunity given in that last over, But no harm is done again to the wicket column of the Northern Cape Heat.
Yeah, I think Limpopo will rule that one. It was fairly an easy catch, and it was one that he really needed to take.
Oh, like you say, Mr. J, it's a scorcher out here in Kimberley today. Extremely hot. From about past 8 this morning, the sun was already baking. Coming down for his second over is Atwell Mokholoboto for the Impalas. Same field with a long on and a cow corner out. Ronan Herman is the batsman. 2 dot balls.
Great fielding by the bowler. I always maintain that the bowlers are the best fielders of their own bowling. So that was a great effort.
And that's just wide of the middle field, and that's gone to the boundary. What a shot by Ronan Herman.
Yeah, Rowan Herman giving him more room, stepping outside the leg stump and thrashing it through the offside for 4. Great shot.
And that is just something that I've picked up now, Mr. J. It's just like the previous over, he was swinging. He wasn't giving himself, like you said, time to set, but as well waiting for the ball. And with that, when he waited for it and just played it through the gap. Or smashed it through the gap.
He slashed it through the gap, and it gives him a more chance to get runs than just having to swing blindly.
Yeah. That was just keeping that ball back in the hand.
Yeah, some cat and mouse between batsman and bowler. The batsman moving before the ball is being bowled.
And again. That was just keeping the ball again back in the hand. This time lets it go. It's driven straight back to him for a dot ball.
He saved 4 runs there.
Yes, he did. That was it. Dead straight there.
And
Mr.
very hard, Nathan.
And this time he opens up and goes over long off for 6.
A great shot by Rowan Herman, again showing his quality. Just opening up, moving outside the leg stump and hitting the ball over long off. Great shot. Obviously a quality cricketer, and there's a lot spoken about the youngster. We obviously were not privileged to be able to see any of it yet in the competition, but a real quality batsman.
Definitely. And as we said that, Mr. J, Ronan loses his wicket, also giving himself some room, trying to hit it over mid-off again, but misses it completely and he's castled. And Northern Cape Heat loses their first wicket. Ronan Herman gone for 17 of 11 balls, hitting 2 maximums and 1 boundary.
Yeah, my apologies to Rowan Herman's family. I just put the mockers onto him, but he is a quality cricketer. But again, he just moved away and was outfoxed by the bowler.
Yeah, definitely. And that look like it's Mudiri Lateko is going to come in, the next batter in for the Northern Cape Heat.
Yeah, I'm sure he must be coming in on a very high, being selected for the South African Hong Kong Sixers, and such a great privilege for him at such an early age, but obviously also very talented.
Yeah.
As I mentioned in the last game that I did of the Heat, he's really a batsman that we're going to see of in the future. And then the other great thing about that Hong Kong Sixers, 3 former Northern Cape cricket players.
Yeah.
In Aubrey Swanepoel, Jacques Snyman and Evan Jones. So it was great to be able to get some messages from them when the team was selected. So great stuff, great for these cricketers. And the opportunities are big now in cricket, and it's so good to see that these young cricketers can come and rub shoulders at that level with all those international players in Hong Kong.
Definitely very proud moment for the Northern Cape cricketing community, cricketing peers as well. Congratulations to those 3 gentlemen as well, and for the rest of the squad as well. We're looking forward to that tournament. And Albany making himself ready for his second over, bowling to Pike, and that shot is tucked into the offside. Gone running down to third man for a single, and that will bring on the new batsman to strike, Mudiri Lateko, the wicket-keeping batsman of the Northern Cape Heat. Oh, Mr. J, how excited are you this afternoon? Our Protea women, 4 o'clock, playing for place in the semi-final against Bangladesh.
Yeah, very excited and very hopeful that we'd be able to get in there and go and watch some cricket. It will be a great spectacle, and I'm sure that the ladies are up to it. And hoping that they, I think they have to win the game and also improve their run rate. I can't remember the log quite clearly now, and.
Yeah, I almost think that if they win, because England and West Indies is playing each other on Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So they'll actually knock each other out there. So I think I'll just confirm it later on. But I do think if we win this afternoon, we should be through to the semi-finals.
So that will be great.
So Proteas Friday is back. Let's paint the nation green and gold every Friday as we stand behind our Proteas women in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. Wear your Proteas jersey with pride and show the world our unbeatable spirit, and catch all the action live on Super Sport. Hashtag always rising. Hashtag always on our way. We've just said it. The Protea ladies will be playing this afternoon against the Bangladesh women's side in the T20 World Cup, basically for a spot in the semi-finals.
Yeah, game day for South African women.
Yeah, it's great areas that Albany is hitting here at this moment, Mr. J.
Yeah, he's bowling very well, very controlled.
And just going.
There we again just put the markers on him.
Every time we say something, Mr. J, but nonetheless, but too straight there, and down leg for a wide. So we will have to re-bowl that one.
You see, I spoke a little bit earlier about Gordon Parsons, and when you look at Albany and you look at the lines he bowls, and clearly you can see Gordon Parsons' hand on him, you know. And again, in 2 or 3 years' time, some of these players will go on and go and play for the Proteas, and then the rest of the world will want to know where these players come from, and then they don't understand how they were groomed at this level by a quality coach.
I definitely have to agree there with you, Mr. J. It's all about the foundations that is laid as well.
I was reading the comments from another legend, in my opinion, in the second division, Jeffrey Johanna, and he was saying that all the teams in this competition are so close to each other. It's really around the surfaces, and the difference is in the skill levels of 1 or 2 of the players that makes the difference, because anybody can beat anybody, as we've seen, you know. And again, a good tight line, just steered into third man for a single. So you will find that when you have that kind of coaching behind you, and like the Eastern Storm, I mean, they're top of the log. And they're top of the log, obviously, because the team has done well and they've won. But don't, again, discard the work done by Jeffrey Johanna. And I know he's a man that works in the dark. And, you know, when everybody's sleeping, he's working. So also a great man in South African cricket.
No, definitely have to agree. Eastern Storm is on a roller coaster at this stage. They are absolutely informed. They are the informed team at this stage, having already secured their home semi-final spot.
So they play the Tuskers today.
Yeah.
They play the Tuskers,
Yes.
and the Tuskers are currently third on the log.
They are third on the log, yes.
Okay, so that's really a top of the table clash.
We have a change of bowler here by the commentary box end. That will be Mornay Venter. Will be taking the ball for the Limpopo Impalas from the commentator box end. Right arm seamer bowling to Mudiri Lateko, starting the 5th over for Impalas. Ball was a bit short, just set up, but just Mudiri couldn't get hold of that one. Northern Cape Heat 29 for 1 after 4 overs.
I think, Lud. the batsman just missed out. They could have at least got some runs down to third man, but he just missed out on that.
I think when he saw it was the length it was, his eyes went wide open.
Yeah,
But he
lit up.
Venter running into Mudiri Leteko here again, straight, just pushed it into the leg side, turning back for 2. That's just 1. That's good fielding by Heinrich Peters out in the deep there for Limpopo Impalas. The batsman on strike will now be Jerry Pike for Northern Cape Heat. Also his first game for Northern Cape Heat this afternoon, Mr. J.
Yeah, on debut, it's the first game.
You were speaking about it off air as well, so welcome to the Northern Cape, Jerry. And that's in the gap, past the short third man for 4. Just a little bit too wide there by Venter. And just a little bit of a slash dry. I think that was actually placed in that area, Mr. J. I'm not going to say that was edge. I'm going to say that was placed.
No, he definitely placed it there and he hit it extremely hard. So he knew that there was a little gap between the wicketkeeper and the short third man. And he literally pushed it into that gap for 4.
I see there was a slight change in the field as well, so we have a sweeper out now. And
yeah, better bowling now from Martin Venter. Sorry, Monet Venter. He's 5th on the bowling averages for South Africa within this competition. So that is again an indication to me of where the teams lay on the log.
And Mudiri did catch all of that, and that has gone. So I want to confirm that's gone all the way over mid off there. That went very high, Mr. J. But the end result is what the Northern Cape Heat was looking for.
That's a great shot. He picked it up. He literally picked it up and hit it over mid off very, very high. And it just went over the boundary for 6.
And again, he didn't try to overheat it. He was just hitting straight through the line.
He just hit through the line. Great shot. But as I said in the last commentary on this kid, he can play.
And that again was just a tentative shot there. Did not know if he must commit to that completely. But at least he is still there. And that will also bring to the close the 5th over. Northern Cape Heat 41 for 1 after 5 overs. 2 batsmen in the middle is Mudiri Leteko and Jerry Pike. Leteko on 8 runs from 9 balls. Jerry Pike 14 from 7 balls, 1 6 and 1 boundary. And it does look like JC James will continue from the country club end. Yeah, looks like he will continue his 3rd over.
Yeah, he bowled very well, so most probably do the 3 and they'll keep 1 in the bank.
Yeah, very good area.
Now his lines and length is now on song, eh?
He's hitting very good line and lengths.
And I think he also realizes that Jerry Pike was sent in to really attack the power play, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that was the intention. You could see it from ball 1 from both of the opening batters. Jerry Pike making himself ready on strike. JC James running in. And that the line was there. But just hit his pad and they run through for a single. So that is a leg by. It was in the area. It was there to be hit.
Yeah, but you see, he's trying to really bowl a little bit straighter now, so that he can't free his hands into the offside. So just unfortunate for the bowler that it just ricocheted off his pad for the single. In fact, for the leg by.
And that is a beautiful drive through extra cover, and that's gone for 4. Mudiri Leteko, what a shot that was.
Absolutely beautiful cover drive. This kid can bat. I'm really hoping that there are other people that are tuning in, people that scout and watch the game, and I think this name is going to go up into lights very, very soon.
No, he's performed very well for the Northern Cape Heat so far in the round robin stages, and that is just guided down to third man for another boundary. What a shot, and that also brings up the Northern Cape Heat 50 for 1 after 5.4 overs. Still 2 balls left in this power play, Mr. J.
Again, a quality shot by the young man. Coming into this game, his highest score was 79, and scored 160 runs in the competition so far before this little knock. So yeah, I really feel that he's got absolute class written all over him, and this is the way he played that little glide as well.
And Jesse James just missed his length there. He was a bit too full and was wide as well. So that obviously created the opportunity for Lateko to play the shot he does. And that also bring third man up into the circle. Well, that was evident there, Mr. J, with fine leg going back, that he's going to bounce him.
Yeah, no, that was telegraphed. That was going to definitely be there, because he's going to change his line of attack now. He pushed third man back, and he's got a fielder on the square boundary, and he brought his third man in, so he really can't be wide outside off.
Final ball of the power play, and that's straight down short 45's throat, and the umpires have given him out.
Apologies to Limpopo, but I'm sad that this youngster's gone. He gave us so much delight. What a cricketer, what a batsman. And the fielder was just brought in 2 balls ago into that position, and he unfortunately went to go and play it directly into his hands, and the end of a very enterprising innings from the young wicketkeeper batsman.
And that is the end of Modiri Lateko for 16 from 12 balls, 13 minutes at the wicket, 2 fours and 1 maximum. And it's a similar shot that he played 2 balls prior to that, Mr. J. But unfortunately, like you said, they brought the field in, and that went straight to 45. Very unlucky.
Yeah, he was very unlucky, because I don't think that he played a bad shot. You know, the shot was on. It was just a pity that it went into the air, and that they moved that play into that short third man position. Yeah, but unlucky for the youngster. Yeah, very enterprising little 16 from Lateko.
That's also the end of the power play, Mr. J. Northern Cape Heat 50 for 2 after 6 overs. And with that, there is a bowling change from the commentary box end. It will be Molefe Gaudise for Limpopo Impalas, left arm orthodox spinner for the Impalas, and it will be on strike will be Jerry Pike. New batsman in at the crease for the home team is the captain. Jerry just down the leg side there. It's a bit too straight, but scampers through for a single. New batsman is the captain, Ruan Haasbroek for Northern Cape Heat. Molefe running in, bowling to the captain of Northern Cape Heat, just tucking in the leg side.
Very good single that is, and again the complexion of the game changes in this phase of the game. because you'll see now there's no big swings. It's more tuck and run. And but I must say that one was a little bit too close for comfort for me. If the fielder had, if the bowler had to gather that one up, I think Asbrook would have been in a spot to bother.
And this time there's no single.
The keeper being very alert and coming out very quickly. Yeah, it would obviously now be a sort of a bittersweet moment for Ruan Hasbrook playing against Limpopo, the team that he captained last year or last season and won the competition with. Great
And that
shot.
ball is coming straight for us. That was a beautiful shot by the Northern Cape Heat captain Rowan Hasbrook. Straight, just a shimmy down the wicket, and he hits it straight down for 6. Oh, my apologies, my apologies. It was not the captain, it was Jerry Pike. Just got a little bit excited there. But what a shot by Jerry Pike. Coming down the wicket, just 2 steps down the wicket, straight down the middle of the field. Almost thought for a second it's coming straight for us there, Mr. J.
Yeah, it was very close, but a great shot by Pike. A real straight pickup, and the bowler again just erring in length a bit. And immediately changes his length and a dot ball.
And that's a sweep straight to short 45 fine leg, short fine leg there. And it's a dot ball, and that's the end of Molefe's over. That is the end of the 7th over of the Northern Cape Heat batting innings. 58 for 2, 8.3 run rate achieved at this stage. Northern Cape Heat will look definitely another couple of overs just to up the run rate there a bit, and then go all guns blazing to make sure that they get to a total that they can be comfortable in defending and also getting a bonus point against Limpopo Impalas. It's going to be difficult against the defending champions, but nothing is not doable here in cricket as we've seen.
He could have chosen anywhere to hit that ball and hit it directly to the fielder. There's a great initiative by Cricket South Africa with the 1 million student giveaway, where 10 lucky students stand a chance to win up to 100,000 Rand towards their outstanding tertiary fees by simply attending any T20 challenge game. Visit www.cricket.co.za or our social media information pages. T's and C's applies. Was or nowhere. Student challenge. A great initiative.
And just a change of bowler as well for the Impalas. That will be Hawken bowling from the country club end.
Yeah, Eldrin Hawken, also a seasoned campaigner, and at brisk pace. So again, experience, and the Northern Cape Heat batsmen will be challenged. And you're correct in saying that they really need to up the ante a little bit if they want to push up that run rate.
Still a swing and a miss there by J. Pike. The intensity is there, or the intent is there, Mr. J. But I think they must just try and just rotate, make sure that the scoreboard keeps on ticking. Because you don't want to sit in a situation where it's 15 overs bowled and you only got 100 on the board. You do have enough wickets in hand as well.
Yeah, no, definitely intent is there, but like you're saying, it just seemed to be a little bit wayward, and you just need a little bit of more finesse, like just to rotate the strike. And that's a shot by Jerry Pike, just guiding it down into the third man region for a single, and brings the captain to face Eldred Hawken.
And that is a beautiful shot by the captain. Back foot punch through the offside, through extra cover area for 4.
Beautifully described, Nathan. Definitely a back foot punch, but a beautiful shot. He literally hit that on the top of the bounce and controlled it so beautifully through the covers for 4. Well deserved.
And that is just a proper cricket shot, that, Mr. J.
100%. No wild swinging. I must say there's something I've just noticed from Eldred Walken, that he is bowling off a shorter run-up than what I was used to with him. So was probably going more now for control and line and length in the T20 version.
Good length there by Walken again, and ends over with another dot ball. Northern Cape Heat 64 for 2 after 8 overs, with the captain Ruan Haasbroek and the opener Jerry Pike out in the middle for the home team.
Walken just again showing his experience by just changing a bit up on the length of that last ball. 64 for 2.
And it will be Molefe continuing from the commentary box in, with an essence that ignites hometown pride. The T20 knockout competition promises to be pure cricket excellence and a celebration of communities. And as a loud shout there, share values and the passion that unites all of us. We call all fans to rally behind your team as players gears up to showcase their powers on the field and stand a chance to win great prizes. Visit www.cricket.co.za for more information. Hashtag Ozanawe. Hashtag be part of it. Great effort here down at long off by Pieterse. Ball just bouncing in front of him.
Yeah, I think Pike must have held his breath a bit there, and I think the decision for Pieterse was whether I go for the catch or do I save the 4, and he did well to get to it.
Yeah, was just bouncing to the leg side. Good movement there from long on Ludwig Kastner. Just a single there for Northern Cape Heat. Brings Jerry Pike back on strike for the home team. And Molefe has not pulled a bad length as well so far. It's just been, as I said, that ball is muscled over long on for 6 by Jerry Pike. I think we need to stop giving credit to the bowlers here, Mr. J.
Yeah, just as you said it, but I must say that wasn't really a bad ball. It was really muscled, as you mentioned, away. So I think that the bowler must realize that the intent is to hit. So he's got to make sure that his lengths are 100% correct.
No, definitely. And it just also, Molefe bowling the good lengths and Pike still getting to hit that ball out. Just shows you how through this wicket is playing. Molefe coming in now, change of angle, and just misses the leg stump. Just misses Pike's leg stump there. Just a change of angle by Molefe coming over the wicket now.
Was there a chance for a stumping there?
Oh, opportunity missed for stumping there behind the wickets. The wicket keeper there for the Impalas is Delivio Ritgaard. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Yeah, it's Ritgaard from, used to play for Free State. A good club man. And you would be disappointed by missing that one.
And that brings to the close as well the 9th over. Northern Cape Heat 72 for 2 after 9 overs. Going currently at a run rate of 8 to the over. That will only see them get to 160. I think they will need about 20 more if they want to push themselves to have a decent score behind themselves in order to get that bonus point. That's a good ball there by Hawken. He's got protection out now. Good field. Hawken is bowling good area there. 73 for 2 now at the stage for Northern Cape Heat. Hawken bowling good lengths here. That's look like a back of the hand slower ball there. And straight to long on for a single. Brings back on to strike the captain, Rowan Haasbroek.
Yeah, that was actually a very good Yorker. The batsman had nothing else to do. He couldn't get under it, and literally just tried to fend it off and out down to a deep mud on.
Another slower ball there by Hawken. It's good fielding out in deep by the Impalas. It's turned back for 2, and that's 2 runs to the scoreboard for Haasbroek.
Yeah, both these batsmen have a similar build, so it's very difficult. And also, the Heat didn't help us by putting black numbers on a black T-shirt. So that is Haasbroek, who hacked that one into deep mid wicket. Not a very.
Hawken coming into captain, and that's another slow ball, but this one disappears. And that one is almost out of the stadium. You get the idea from Hawken, but that one he just didn't use the facilities, and Haasbroek was all over that one.
Yeah, no, a real hit me ball, and Haasbroek obliged and hit a massive 6 over the cow area, and I think they're going to have to take a bit of a run down there behind the embankment to go look for the ball, and it's being retrieved.
Now Hawken just did not land that ball at all, but it was a back of the hand slower ball, and Rowan just picked it up and dispatched it over cow corner for 6. Last ball off Hawkins over here. 82 for 2. Last ball of the 10th over. And this time just hitting the deck hard for a dot ball, and that brings to the close is over. 82 for 2 after 10 overs, the home side.
Nathan, again, now we have to decide at the halfway point of this innings, in which change room would you prefer to be at 82 for 2, remembering that it's actually the Heat team that has got to make the play.
Well, Mr. J, at this stage, I would say I would still be with the visitors at this stage. They don't have to go out to winning with a bonus point. All they have to do is play proper cricket and win the game. So it's much less risky. It's risk-free cricket for them. But it will only remain risk-free cricket if they don't allow Northern Cape Heat to get away with it. So here is this change of bowler by the commentary box end. We'll see Don Gerebe coming on, and slow seamer, and I tucked it running forward. That's a quick single. No harm done there, and it's only a single. They did not run on the overthrows. So new bowler, Don Gerebe.
Yeah, Don Gerebe again, highly rated. Very talented little seamer, and highly spoken about in the cricketing circles. And I think that Limpopo will now hold their breath for his couple of overs that he would try to control the stage of the innings.
And he will be bowling to the captain, Rohan Haasbroek. Straight punch down to long on for another single, just rotating the strike nicely by these two batters. Partnership has now grown to 34 between these two gentlemen of 26 deliveries.
Radebe and Haasbroek again obviously would know each other very well.
Molefe to Pike, and that one is straight up. He did not middle that one at all. Opportunity and taken by Peters on the boundary, straight behind the bowler, and that will see the end of Jerry Pike, the opening batter of Northern Cape Heat. 31 of 24 deliveries, 1 4 and 3 maximums.
Again, just a little bit of variation from Radebe and the batsman a little bit earlier through the shot, but what a great catch from Petersen. Made a lot of ground and taking a great catch right in front of us in the commentary box. To end another very enterprising innings, and I think the coach of the Northern Cape Heat, Dion Corollas, will be very happy with his import that he brought in for this game. And he really tried to set the tone in setting up this total.
Yeah, he was given a job to go and do, and he's done it. I must say he's done it. That will bring to the crease Northern Cape Heat's top run scorer so far this season, CSA Kleinhans, new batter for the home team, joining his captain out in the middle.
Yeah, again another talented young cricketer, CSA Kleinhans. Started off his cricket career here in Kimberley at Newton Primary, and then went to the great rugby school in Bloemfontein called Grey College, and played most of his cricket down in Bloemfontein. That is back now for a year or 2 years with the Heat, and as you mentioned, topping the logs for his province.
Molefe to Kleinhans, just punches it down to the sweeper boundary for a single. It's good areas this by Molefe here, bowling brilliant areas for his side, doing a job for his captain. Back on strike is Rohan Haasbroek, Molefe to Haasbroek. Good stop at point, backward point there for another dot ball. Precious dot balls by the Impalas at this stage.
Yeah, this is gold for them at this in this phase of the game, and Radebe is really going to do it. It's crucial for them now that he holds this this innings down from the one end.
And that's pushing hard for 2 years between the two batsmen. They're turning, and great running by CSA Kleinhans to get back for the second, as the throw was at the bowler's end. That will also see the end of the 11th over. 87 for 3. The home team Northern Cape Heat after 11 overs bowled.
Yeah, that was great running, and especially from CSA Kleinhans. There was actually no doubt in his mind when he set off that he was going to come to the danger end, and he's literally a rabbit between the wickets. So that was well run, and that's going to be important for the Heat, because that extra single here and there, the ones that becomes twos and the twos that become threes, they become the difference in the end when when you try to set up your total of the 160s or the 180s that you want.
No, definitely have to agree with you there, Mr. J. The change of bowler from the country club end back into the attack is Morné Venter for the Limpopo Impalas. Just making sure that their field is set right. Deep square cow corner and a long on, long off, and sweeper on the cover boundary. Bowling to CSA Kleinhans, and what a delivery that was.
Yeah, that's what they call a Jaffa. An absolute beautiful ball that beat him all ends up. But just unfortunate for Limpopo, it also beat the wickets.
Northern Cape Beat will be very glad that ball did not see the back of CSA Kleinhans.
No, for sure.
Venter to Kleinhans. And that's good area there by the bowler. So it's not like this game there's an eye being kept on other games, Mr. J, because obviously if the Impalas win there in the semi-finals, if Northern Cape Heat win with a bonus point there in the semi-finals, so for Impalas it will obviously be of where they end in the final log standings. So Tuskers and Storm taking on each other. Tuskers batting first. So they're on 76 for 2 after 10.2 overs as well there. So it will probably just be an eye being kept there just to see where they'll end on the log.
Yeah, I think that both teams will just check that, because then obviously you need to check whether you're going to get a home semi, which is important to be able to get a home advantage.
And we've seen that in the competition last season as well. Home ground advantage is very important, but you've mentioned it earlier as well, Mr. J, where you said when Jeffrey Toyana said the teams are so very close in this Division 2 competition that even sometimes when you're playing away from home, it's not really playing away from home.
No, that's true. That's 100% true. But the other important thing about this competition in particular is the value of where you end on the log, because that determines your points for promotion relegation. And all teams have to look after that from the start of the season, and don't try to wait for the end of the season, because you become unstuck at the end, you know. So you mentioned about having an eye on other games. Obviously, if Limpopo wins with a bonus point and they end up third or second on the log, then it is more promotion relegation points for them.
Yes.
You know, and I think all the teams have this aspiration of having to go play in Division 1.
That is the ultimate goal. And another good delivery by Venter to Kleinhans. Just letting the ball just nip away from the left-handed batsman. Another dot ball. 89 for 3. The Northern Cape Heat after 12 overs, going at 7.4 to the over. 8 overs left.
That was a great over by Venter. You can now see why he's in the top end of the bowling figures for the bowling logs for the team. Yeah, the DJs now come in and stepping it up here at the Diamond Oval. Some kids in to come and watch this game. Great stuff. A great shot by Rowan Haasbroek. A full-blooded cover drive into the area, and 4 runs for Northern Cape Heat, moving 93 for 3.
Now, definitely a very, very beautiful shot there by the captain. Final home game for the Northern Cape Heat team of the season. Obviously, doesn't matter what happens. They will not end in the top 2 of the T20 competition. So, for the T20 Knockout Division 2 competition, this will be their final T20 home game.
Yes, unfortunately, that is true. That if they do win with a bonus point, the best they can end is 4th, and which means that their semi if they do win, will be an away game. That was another great ball by Don Radebe.
Radebe to the captain of Northern Cape Heat. He's got it on the full there, and it's a single to the long off boundary fielder.
I think Rowan Hasbrook would have felt he missed out on that one. Again, just a little bit of more time to try to pick the gaps and to get the boundaries, but he hit it straight to the only fielder in this area down at the bottom of the commentary box end.
So Radebe will be bowling to CSA Kleinhans now. Let's see if he can hit the same areas than Venter has been hitting. That's very full and straight, not leaving the stumps there by Radebe.
Yeah, I think CSA Kleinhans will be starting to feel the pinch with the amount of dot balls that he's got. But I also know that he's got the ability to catch up. But I think he would be start feeling the need to get off strike.
Yeah, currently CSA Kleinhans on 2 from 7 deliveries. That ball just punched to the offside for a single by CSA. Did try to muscle that one, but just didn't get hold of it. It's good bowling here by Don Radebe. Oh, Mr. J, there is not a cloud in the sky, and it is very hot this afternoon. Radebe to Hasbrook, final ball of the over, just tucked it to the leg side. Will they be doing a run turning around for 2? And yes, and that's a comfortable 2 at the end.
Yeah, again, great running by CSA Kleinhans, and again, adding value to the team. Yeah, you said how hot it is. It's extremely hot, and I think it's totally unfair that we should be sitting in a commentary box instead of sitting next to a swimming pool, because it is extremely hot in this place.
Don Radebe, 2 overs, 1 for 13. Monet Venter, 2 overs, no wicket for 14. The two of them has been bowling good lengths and been doing a job for their captain as well.
Maybe change, you know. Not. So, look like Hawken.
Is there just making sure? It looks like it will still be Monet Venter
Okay.
that will be bowling from the County Club end. Northern Cape Heat 97 for 3 after 13 overs with 7 wickets in hand. Should be about time now. Both batters should be in. And CSA Kleinhans has got the gap. Short third man in the circle, and he just shredded it between the keeper and short third man, and it's gone to the boundary and also brings up the 100 for the home side. 101 for 3. 101 coming off 56 minutes, 81 balls, 8 fours and 6 maximums for the Northern Cape Heat team. 101 for 3 going at the run rate of 7.7. Rowan Hasbrook on not out on 27 and CSA Kleinhans not out and on 7. And that might just be the shot that CSA needed.
Yeah, no, look, he is capable of stepping it up and picking up his run rate. But it was a great shot.
And as I said that, Mr. J, that ball has disappeared on the roof of the dressing rooms by CSA Kleinhans.
Another great shot, just a left-handed pick-up shot, and cleared the roof of the players' change room.
And I will not put the mockers on him, Mr. J. I will just say maybe that was what he needed. But what a shot by CSA Kleinhans.
Yeah, again now all of a sudden after 2 shots, 10 runs, and he's again up with the run rate.
And this one just stuck. That's good batting there by CSA Kleinhans. Got the 4 and got the 6 and then just rotating the strike.
Great batsmanship. That is great batsmanship, and again awareness, because the punch was just to the left of the fielder, and it gave him enough time for the single.
Venter were bowling to captain Rohan Haasbroek. And that is a top edge straight to short 45. Oh, you could just see that ball. And he is dropped. The captain Rohan Haasbroek is given a life there. But you could just see there, Mr. J, when he started moving backwards and forwards, you knew he lost the ball.
It was hit extremely high, a top edge, very, very high, but in no way was the player in a position to take that ball. You could see the movement of his feet moving forward and back, not sure where he is. And yeah, so a very, very crucial drop again to the for Limpopo.
And that one just stuck down to the cow boundary area for a single by Rohan Haasbroek.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Hawken is not going to feel too comfortable about that, because obviously the one player they wouldn't want to be dropped is the captain, Rohan Haasbroek.
Now coming around the wicket to CSA Kleinhans is Venter, and that is a good single. That is a very tight one, but a very good single there.
Again, good running by CSA Kleinhans, a direct hit by Venter, and the batsman is home. Some good cricket on that last ball.
Oh, definitely good all-round cricket. Good ball, good placement, and a good running and calling and running between the wickets by the two Northern Cape Heat batsmen. That was also the end of the 14th over. The home team Northern Cape Heat 112 for 3 after 14 overs, going at the run rate of 8 to the over.
Yeah, they've slowly increased their run rate now from 7.2 to 8. So hopefully they can maintain that now towards the end and then try to step it up in the last 3 overs.
And it's just a change of bowlers. The commentary box end will be Molefe will be the bowler back for the Impalas. How do you see Molefe?
Bowling his third over from the commentary box end, and I think he would actually prefer to bowl to the left-handed CSA Kleinhans.
Our Proteas men will be taking on the current ICC Men's T20 World Cup champions India in November for a thrilling 4 T20 international matches. Visit www.cricket.co.za for your tickets. Hashtag Wozanawe. Hashtag be part of it.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting series because it's the world champions against the team that they played in the final, and it's going to be a great series.
It still hurts, Mr. J. It still hurts.
It still hurts. It still hurts.
And I also saw last week that Anders Klaasen made his comeback for the Titans, and what a way to make his comeback, scoring 70, I believe it was 72 of 3 balls,
No,
5 fours, 5 sixes.
quality cricketer.
And that ball, Rohan Haasbroek has just gone onto one knee and absolutely smashed it for another 6 over cow corner. Slog sweeped it, and it's a maximum for the captain.
Yeah, I was just saying that Molefe would really prefer to bowl to the left-hander because it's going to be easier for Rohan Haasbroek to do exactly what he did now, to drag him across and to hit him for a maximum. But he's now going to change his line and we're probably going to try to bowl a bit tighter where he doesn't have to free his arms.
Molefe to the captain of Northern Cape Heat, Haasbroek, and he just opens that leg up again, but it's high. Is it handsome? It is all the way. That was very close, very good effort by the by the fielder as well, but it was just too high over his head.
That's a massive hit. High up into the air, but just landed over the boundary for 6. Nearly a chance. And Asbrook is now turning on he's put his foot down now on the petrol.
And he goes again, opening leg again, goes to short, fine leg, running through for a quick single. Good calling by CSA Kleinhans again, and good reaction by the captain, Rowan Haasbroek for Northern Cape Heat. Northern Cape Heat 126 for 3, 14.4 overs. And what he's been doing well as well is their sixes has been hit with the wind, Mr. J. Not trying to take on the boundary where it's hitting against the wind. So good batting so far by Northern Cape Heat. And CSA Kleinhans decides to go, and he's dropped that long on. It was a tough chance, just falling short of you. It was just that of, must I dive forward, must I not dive forward? And the catch was put down.
Yeah, I think Limpopo is going to rule these drop chances, because it's very, very crucial to be able to take a wicket, because a wicket then slows down the run rate. And I want to tell you that I was standing at the bottom end there when the Limpopo team was warming up, and Peterson was taking some screamers on the very same spot. And another 6.
And another, Rowan Haasbroek is just opening his leg up, and he is smashing the ball over long on for another maximum, 3 maximums in this over, and absolutely spoiled Molefe's figures.
He literally just opens his left leg, and he then picks it up. And as you said a little earlier on, he's hitting with the wind, and it's so much easier for him to pick Molefe up from outside his off stump and drag it across to the mid wicket area for 6. Just coming back to the catches, again for me, at this level, it is very, very important to be able to take your catches. And I think most of the catches that was dropped was really not difficult chances.
No, definitely. And to drop these 2 batsmen, we've seen it in the past already. If they are given lives, they will capitalize on it.
Yeah, they're going to hurt you. There's no doubt they're going to hurt you.
Northern Cape Heat 133 for 3 after 15 overs. So Hawken will be back from the Kimberley club end. He will be bowling to CSA Kleinhans. And that is just trying to see what he's trying to do, but just was too straight. The bowler was on him.
Yeah, I just tucked him up. Hawken now have to do the repair damages to the previous over, and he's going to have to really be tight. And again, he might prefer to bowl to CSA Kleinhans and not to Rowan Haasbroek, because Haasbroek at the moment is going at a rate of knots.
That's a good single. Just tucked it into the offside for a single. And that will bring back Rowan Haasbroek on the strike. And he, like you say, Mr. J, he's looking like he's going in a different level. And that also brings up the 50-run partnership. 23 minutes, 29 balls, 2 fours and 4 maximums contribution. Haasbroek 32 and CSA Kleinhans 18. Just the partnership coming at the right time for the home team.
And at a good rate as well.
15.2 overs bowled, 134 for 3. Hawken bowling to Rowan Haasbroek and just paddles it over. Short 45, short fine leg here, and he stopped it. And that's also the 50 for the captain. 51, 26 balls, 42 minutes in the middle, 6 dots, 2 fours, 4 maximums, and very important, Mr. J, strike rate of 196. Well batted, captain.
Great captain's knock, and as I said a little bit earlier, he's one player playing against his old teammates. He wanted to do well, and you don't give him a life.
Balls just run down to third man, very wide, and it's just a single. Good fielding here out and deep by Albany. Brings back on to strike CSA Kleinhans for Northern Cape Heat. It's lovely to see all the youngsters out here supporting their hometown pride, the Northern Cape Heat.
Yeah, no, that's always great to see. Always great to see the young kids out. I'm just hoping that they don't run around too much in the sun. And I hope that there's some water somewhere for them.
I did see a jumping castle or slip and slide here, but it doesn't seem like it's up. No, it's not up. I think they were struggling earlier on. You mentioned here, Mr. J.
Yes, when I came into the stadium, it seemed as if they were battling to get the thing up. But there is one lying there, but they didn't put it up yet.
And I would think it's probably a good thing that it's not up. Otherwise the children would have been up there and some sunburn would have been happening.
No, for sure. And I think it's safer that where they are now at the moment in the grandstands. Much cooler there. I know I used to enjoy watching cricket from the top tier of the grandstand to the left of the field from where we're commentating. Used to be nice and cool up there, and the wind used to blow nicely, and would sit there and have my Coke and my little meal. Here's the deciding 4 overs, in my opinion, and Don Radebe back into the attack. And as I said earlier on, he will play a very, very crucial role in this innings.
And as we said that, Mr. J, I think there was some bat onto that one.
Yeah, that's actually a chance. And I think again, the wicketkeeper Rivaldo.
Oh no, umpire says it's a leg
Leg
by
bye.
there, Mr.
Oh,
J.
yeah,
Our
okay.
eyes, I think.
Yeah, no. Listen, they obviously know better than what we do, Nathan. That's why we're up here and not down there.
And that's why you also mentioned earlier we need to get some binoculars as well.
No, for sure.
So it's 2 leg byes for the Northern Cape Heat. Just a bit too straight there by Don Radebe, but he's running in again. Bowling to CSA Kleinhans. And that's off the pad again, and that is another single, another leg bye to the Northern Cape Heat team.
Yeah, look, it's very clear that Don is attacking his legs, you know. He doesn't want to get him to free his arms. And CSA Kleinhans not very happy that only went for a single. Now again, it's going to be interesting to see Don Radebe's line of attack to the captain.
Yes, he was bowling it straight to CSA Kleinhans. So, Radebe to Haasbroek. And that ball is edged down to the vacant third man area for another boundary to Ruan Haasbroek, the captain of the Northern Cape Heat team. And that takes the total to 145 for 3 after 16.3 overs.
Cricket can be such a cruel game because that was such a good ball. And then also I have to agree with some of the commentators around the world that believes cricket is a batsman's game.
Well, Impalas do have 5 out on the boundary, and that's a good Yorker. Full and straight, and it will only be a single. Good call there by CSA Kleinhans to send his captain back.
Yeah, some good fielding again, and they have to realize they have to come off the boundaries much quicker now because CSA Kleinhans is turning extremely quick. But I think that we mustn't again underestimate how poor Ruan Haasbroek must be feeling because he's ran hard and it is hot in Kimberley.
This is absolute brilliant bowling here by Radebe. Turning for 2. That's good running. That's good running by the Northern Cape Heat team.
Yeah, they're putting pressure onto the fielders, and they are coming in and charging. But the minute they get to the ball, they pick their eyes up, and then they like in that case, there's a misfield, and then it makes the 2 runs far easier. But Radebe really a wise old head on his shoulders.
Just throwing too far down the leg side, and that's a wide. And I was just about to say it's been a good over so far. Only 8 runs conceded in the 17th over. Very good bowling here by Toon Radebe. Radebe will be bowling to CSA Kleinhans again. I got a cover sweeper, deep square, cow, long on, long off, and this is straight down the wicket for another 6 over long off by CSA Kleinhans, and that will also bring up the Northern Cape Beats 150. 155 for 3 after 17 overs, 155 coming off, 74 minutes, 105 deliveries, 9 boundaries and 11 maximums.
You see, that's exactly what he didn't want. He can't allow CSA Kleinhans to free his hands, because it's really a very easy hit down the ground, and in that case it was a maximum. I must say again, because of the extreme heat, the batsmen have been changing gloves regularly, and the 12th man and 13th man of Northern Cape Cricket was very busy bringing on water for the batsmen.
Now that palms is very sweaty there, Mr. J. It is definitely, I think maximum was 38, 39 degrees today in Kimberley. And it's not any old 38, 39, this is a burning 38. And that will be walking again, goes up, but the appeal is a bit tired, because I believe it's the heat, Mr. J.
Yeah, look, I think you're going to have to feel for Limpopo as well, because they've literally been here in this field, and you're talking about 38, 39 degrees, and I think that on the field it could be so much higher.
And Rowan Haasbroek gone on onto one leg, and that's gone into the dressing room for another maximum by Rowan Haasbroek. Over the long off boundary, just wide of long off. And that will take the Northern Cape Heat total to 161 for 3, 17.2 overs. Achieved run rate now at 9.3. Still have 7 wickets in the bank here. And that is full and straight by Hawken. And that's the RBW given out. And he's got the breakthrough for his team. Broke the partnership of 77. Captain Rowan Haasbroek is the man that will be returning back to the dugout.
Yeah, I think Hawken will now feel very relieved, because he dropped him here at short third man, and he was just pummeled into the change room for a 6, and obviously the captain not happy, but it definitely looked adjacent from where we are sitting, and a very great innings comes to an end from the captain.
Very well batted by Rowan Haasbroek, the captain of the Northern Cape Heat team. Definitely played a captain's knock there. And the new batsman for the home team will be Cole Abrams. Will be joining CSA Kleinhans in the middle. 161 for 4, 17.3 overs.
Yeah, Cole Abrams, also a very young, talented cricketer, all-rounder. Batted beautifully the other day in Oudtshoorn. I was listening to some very interesting commentary by Mr. Albertus Kennedy, the CEO of SWD, sitting on the edge of his seat and having to see Cole Abrams slaughter his team there and nearly getting the heat over the line.
And he's off the mark straight away. He's punching it in extra cover area for a single. Our Proteas men will be taking on Sri Lanka for 2 test matches and a full Pakistan tour this summer, with your favorite pink date ODI taking place on Sunday 22 December with a 2 p.m. start. Get your tickets on www.cricket.co.za. Hashtag #HosanAwe, hashtag be part of it. It's going to be a summer full of cricket here, Mr. J.
It is unbelievable the amount of cricket that is going on. And again, massive kudos to Cricket South Africa, because when you see the amount of primary school games going on, the number of high school cricket that is being played, they now have the SA 20 Schools League, they have the Women's League. Well done. It's the opportunities are unbelievable.
No, definitely. Well done to CSA and all the partners involved. Walken just throwing down the leg to CSA Kleinhans for wide. Northern Cape Heat definitely looking to capitalize on the last remaining 2.1 overs that is remaining in their batting innings. And that is CSA Kleinhans with a good cover drive there, and he found a gap and another boundary to close out the over. 167 for 4 after 18 overs. What a shot by CSA Kleinhans.
That is a great shot, and again, the left-hander's cover drive just looks so much elegant, and a great shot. We were talking about women's cricket, and a big shout out to Cricket South Africa and Hollywood Bets, who are excited to bring you the Hollywood Bets Pro Series Professional League, made up of the Hollywood Bets Pro 50 and Hollywood Bets Pro 20, that started on Friday the 4th of October. For more information, visit www.cricket.co.za. It is our time. HosanAwe.
And Don Gadebe will be bowling the final over from a commentary box end for Impalas, the 19th over.
Again, another crucial over in any T20 game.
And he just missed his length of the last ball of his previous over. That's why his figures took a bit of a beating, and that he tried the back of the hand slow ball there, but that is a no ball, and Cole Abrams will have a free hit to get his innings going.
Yeah, what a luxury when you come in as a new batter and you get a free hit. Yeah, he tried the back of the hand slower ball, and unfortunately just a little bit too wide and high, and called a no ball by the umpire.
Cole Abrams on strike, facing a free hit. Gadebe running in, and he absolutely picked it up. Ow! And that ball went straight through the fielder's hands. Unfortunately.
I think that ball hit him on his head.
Yes, it did. It did to Mr. J. Went through his hands, onto his head, and went for 6. I hope he's alright. It looked like Albany.
Yeah, he's
Jesse
in trouble.
James Albany.
I hope it's not Albany, because I'm sure, doesn't he have to bowl the last over?
He does have 1 over left, Mr. J. Do hope it's nothing serious. There will just be a pause in the game as the medics, the umpires, is just checking on the fielder. He is laying on his back. And does look like it's just an unfortunate miss there. He does say he's sitting up, Mr. J. That is a good sign.
Yeah, at least one good sign. Yeah, this is one thing that you don't want to see in the game, because he was really, really trying his best to be able to just take the catch. And in the end, it just seems as if he wanted to palm it back in to protect the 6. And literally just went through the hands onto his head.
There's still a slight pause in the game. For all the viewers wondering, it was a free hit. Cole Abrams picked it up from his legs and the ball went for 6. Knocked over the deep square boundary by Jesse James Albany. Unfortunately, the ball going straight through his hands and hitting him on the head. And it does look he's getting up on his feet. He's getting some treatment there. Looks like the 12th man will be coming onto the field for the last couple of overs for the Impalas.
So Nathan, again going to the scenarios, if Northern Cape Cricket wins the game without a bonus point, then Limpopo goes through.
Yes, Mr. J. That will, unfortunately, a win for the home team this afternoon will not be enough. They need a minimum of winning with a bonus point, and then hopefully their net run rate will increase better than the Limpopo Impalas. And I believe the Tuskers is also on 13, so also depends if they're. But it doesn't look like the Tuskers. Looks like it will be a close game.
It's going to be a tight game. As we said a little bit earlier, the competition, and I think the competition is now literally between these 5 sides: the Tuskers, Badgers, Eastern Storm, Heat, and Limpopo.
Hadebe will be bowling to CSA Kleinhans. CSA Kleinhans on 31 of 23 balls, 2 fours, 2 maximums. That's a good ball. Just pushing it full through and wide, making the batsman reach for that ball. Halfway through Hadebe's final over. Northern Cape hit 175 for 4 after 18.3 overs at this stage. We'll be looking to get as close as possible to that 200 mark. And another good Yorker and dismissed by the keeper, and they will scamper through for another single. That's a bye. And that will bring back onto strike Cole Abrams, the right-handed batsman for the Northern Cape Heat. Just an unfortunate error there by the keeper there, Mr. J. It's runs that you don't want to concede at this stage.
Not at this stage of the game, you know. And as I said a little bit earlier, these extra ones and the extra wides that count in the end.
And there is another mistake there by Limpopo Impalas. Cole Abrams wanted to lap that one, misses it. The keeper shies at the stumps and they run through for a single.
Again, awareness from CSA Kleinhans sneaking that single. And obviously when Limpopo sit and look at this, they'll discover that they most probably gave away about between 10 and 12 runs, which in the end can make a big difference.
I have to agree with you there, Mr. J.
But I want to tell you also that I don't want to be a coach, because Cole Abrams wouldn't come back into my change room.
CSA Kleinhans on the pull but didn't catch everything of it, and it falls short of the long on fielder, and they make it back for a couple. You were saying that, sorry Mr. J, that I interrupted you there.
Sorry, I was just saying that it's good that I'm not a coach. Because for Cole Abrams, who has the ability to hit a long ball, he can choose to hit it straight over the bowler's head. He can choose to hit it through the covers. What does he do? He does a funny little lap, misses it, and if the keeper had to hold the ball and not throw it at the wicket, it would be in a dot ball, you know?
Yeah.
So like I'm saying, it's those small little technical stuff that I'll rather sit here and give my opinion on the game than to want to be a coach.
And here we go, Mr. J. It's the last over of the Northern Cape Heat batting innings. Cole Abrams will be facing. Morne Venter will be the man to bowl the final over for Limpopo Impalas. Northern Cape Heat 179 for 4 after 19 overs. 195 should be the target from here. Should be the target. Can it be done with sensible hitting? And that's straight down to long on for a single. Good choice there by Cole Abrams, bring back the in-batter of CSA Kleinhans on strike.
Yeah, Limpopo will be very happy with the singles. But I think that 180 really for me was about the par. And these next couple of balls will determine how close they get to that 195 of yours, Nathan.
I believe if CSA Kleinhans is there at the end, Mr. J, they should get very close to 195. And they're going to be pushing very hard for 2, turning back, and it's CSA Kleinhans sent Cole Abrams back. That's good bowling by Morne Venter.
Yeah, tucked him up, didn't free his hands, and he could only tuck the ball down to third man. And again, the fielder came off the boundary very quickly.
Yeah.
And again, he didn't make the mistake by looking up at the runner. He picked the ball up first and then he got it in and he saved the single.
Venter to Cole Abrams, down leg, and they're turning back. And a very loud shout by the fielders to hold the ball. It's a leg by. It's only been 3 runs so far from the final over.
Yeah, but you see that single that they gave away there now again brings the in-batter in, you know. So again, if the keeper was sharper, control the ball and don't give away the single. Kleinhans stays on the non-striker.
Venter to Kleinhans, and he picked that one up, and that's another maximum for CSA Kleinhans, and takes the Northern Cape Heat total to 188 for 4. It's 19.4 overs bowled.
I rest my case, Nathan. Had they not given away that single, he wouldn't have been able to hit the 6. And again, the difference now between 192, 195 to getting bowled, going into going bat to chase 188.
Yeah. Very big difference. Just need to be a bit more sharper in the field here by Limpopo Impalas. 2 deliveries to go in this innings. What can they restrict the Northern Cape Heat to, and what can the home side get? CSA Kleinhans hitting that ball dead straight over the bowler's head for another boundary. And it's 192 for 4. And he moves on to 44 from 29 deliveries. 3 fours and 3 maximums.
A great shot again from CSA Kleinhans. A man that's in top form and you can see it. And again, you know, for batters, once they're in form, they got to cash in. And he's hitting the ball so cleanly.
They'll change of field for the final delivery of the innings. Third man is being pushed back and long off is brought into the ring. Morne Venter to CSA Kleinhans. Here we go. Final delivery of the innings. And it is pulled and 1 bounce over the rope for 4. And the Northern Cape Heat end the innings on 196 for 4. CSA Kleinhans 48 from 30 balls. 4 fours and 3 maximums.
That's a great little cameo in the end from CSA Kleinhans. Great batting. And I think 196 for 4. An exceptionally good total for this wicket. And I think again, Nathan, the Heat would be the happier of the 2 teams.
No, definitely, Mr. J. We will hopefully during the break find out what Heats need to restrict the Impalas to, and then we will see you guys back in a bit. Northern Cape Heat home team ending the innings 196 for 4 after 20 overs, 92 minutes in the middle, 1 12 fours and 14 sixes. And we will see you in a bit. Good afternoon and welcome back to this Division 2 CSA T20 knockout competition match between the Northern Cape Heat, the home team, versus the visitors, Limpopo Impalas. Limpopo Impalas rating themselves to start their chase of 196 for victory. They will need 197 to win, Mr. J, in 20 overs.
Yeah, good knock. Sorry, from the Limpopo. It's going to be a challenge to Limpopo to get to the 197 with off 120 balls. They're going to need somebody to bat out of their skins. The big strange little phenomenon in the first innings was the number of sixes that were far more than the number of fours.
Yes.
And it just meant that the ball is traveling. I don't know if it's the heat in the thin air. Bashir Walters opening the bowling from the country club end.
And he will be bowling to Liam Peters, Mr. J, first ball. And that's the first wicket. The umpire says it's wide. No, there was so much excitement by the home team, Northern Cape Heat. We're still trying to find our feet here. Everything happening, first ball of the Limpopo Impalas innings. It's a wide ball signal. And
yeah, absolutely no doubt to Bashir Walters. He just came running through and just thought that Liam Peters had got a nick on there. And but umpire says not out, has the final say, and Bash has got to turn back and go and bowl his next ball all the way from Galvindale in Gqeberha.
And you're bowling into Liam Peters again, and slashes outside off on the ball. What the area hit there by Bash. And it's a dot ball. And his partner for Liam Peters on the other end is Mornay Venter. As they're opening the batting with him, batting with the captain, Liam Peters. The umpire that gave the wide on the other end from a country club end is Roger Byrne. And the umpiring from the commentators box end is Mongani Ntebe.
Our production team telling us that there was a bit of a scratch on the glove.
And this time it's a wide and the keeper misses it, and it's gone for 4 wides.
Jerry Pike taking the gloves and missing quite a standard little ball down leg side, and it's gone out for 4 wides.
Now you can see Bash's angle coming in first over, wanting to tuck up the left-hand batsman, the captain of the Limpopo Impalas, Liam Peters. Bash to Peters, and slashing again outside off, not getting anything to it. Now there's a big gap between mid-off and point. So I think that is the areas Liam Peters is looking to hit.
Yeah, he wants to target that area, but I also just think that Bashir Walters a little bit wily and just pushing one through or holding one up.
So Bash to Peters, and has an opportunity, and he's dropped. He's dropped at mid-wicket. That's a life for the Impalas. And they're turning for 3 is another opportunity. And no, he's safe. He's safe. So it's 2 runs of that drop opportunity there. Seeing who the fielder is, it looks like it is Mudiri Diteko.
Yeah, he normally has the gloves on.
Yeah.
So we have.
He was diving to his left there, Mr. J.
Yeah, difficult chance, but again, one that should have been taken.
And very tight bowling by Bash there. There's no run. The umpire just warning him.
Yeah, the umpire just walking down and giving him a casual warning about running onto the wicket. The Northern Cape Heat has got 3 seamers in the attack that have travelled around the world. It is Bashir Walters that have played most probably for most of the unions. Same with Hardisviljoen and then Zach Kwabe.
And another short ball there, Mr. J. That one just not coming up. Hitting Liam Peters on the body. Yeah, no, definitely three seamers that Northern Cape he'd have in their arsenal with a lot of experience.
And they're going to have to draw on that experience today in order to set up this innings if they want that bonus point and having to bowl out Limpopo.
Bashir Walters running into Liam Peters. Final ball off his over. And a swing and a miss. What a ball by Bash Peters. Bashir Walters there sees the end of the first over. That's 8 for outlaws for the Impalas. And we were just, during the break, Mr. J, we were trying to get our own figures and trying to work out what the Northern Cape Heat need to restrict the Impalas to get that bonus point. Different amounts, but believe that the amount or the figure that's making the rounds is 158 or less than that.
Yeah, look, I have to say that I had it at 164. That was my own little calculation without a calculator. But I have it on good authority. There's a scorer that is sitting in Potchefstroom that has a vested interest in this game because her father is the coach of the Limpopo Impalas. And she sent me a message, or in fact her mother sent me the message that it is 158. So I'm sure half of Potch is sitting with their feet up and the entire Polokwane in trying to get that total down.
And then Ruan Haasbroek, captain, is opening from the commentary box end. And just scamper through for a single there.
Yeah, it's becoming a norm now for the spinners to bowl at the start of a T20 game. But from judging from the first innings, it just seemed easier for the batsman to attack the spinner from this end, you know. And as you mentioned a little earlier about hitting with the wind. So it's interesting why most of the spinners would have bowled from this end and seam from the other end.
Good point you're making there, Mr. J. As we're seeing that, Ruan Haasbroek has brought in a slip. But ball firing it into the legs of Liam Peters, and that's good fielding by Bashir Walters. And Impalas turn around for 2. Takes their total into double figures. Haasbroek to Peters. Good flight, hit the ball straight. And Emerson, that's gone to the boundary. It's a good shot by the captain Liam Peters. Great effort by the fielder down. Long on boundary, Ronan Herman. There's a valiant effort there. But the effort is in vain.
Yeah, great shot by Liam Peters, straight over the bowler's head for 4.
That's a leading edge. Just going to a wide, long off, and they're turning back for another couple. Another 2 runs to the scoreboard for Liam Peters.
Yeah, very lucky shot because it was really hanging in the air for a while, just into the vacant mid-off area for the left-hander.
And there's one. Liam Peters hits it straight back to Ruan Haasbroek. And there's the breakthrough for the Northern Cape Heat. They see the end of Liam Peters. He is out. 17 for 1, the Impalas. He's gone for 10 runs. Limpopo Impalas 17 for 1 after 1.5 overs.
That is a very big wicket for Northern Cape Heat, because Liam Peters was the one batsman that the Impalas would have expected to bat long and to set up the innings in order for them to chase down that 197 set by the Northern Cape Heat.
And this is what the Northern Cape Heat needs to do, is continue to take wickets. just to restrict the flow of the Impalas. But it's still very early in this innings. The new batsman to the crease is Heinrich Pieterse for the Limpopo Impalas, left-hander. So keeping to the left hand, right hand combination there, Mr. J. So just to upset the rhythm of the bowlers.
Yeah, they're maintaining the left right hand combination. Cat and mouse again, cat and mouse between batter and bowler.
That's a good first delivery, good fielding from his own bowling. And there's an appeal for obstruction that the umpire says no. And that brings to the end of the second over. 17 for 1 after 2 overs. It's a good second over by the captain, Ron Haasbroek. And we will see a change on the Kimberley club end. The country club end, that would be the experience of Harris Viljoen. That will be replacing Bashir Walters.
Ardis Viljoen coming in from the country club end. Could this be Penter's first ball? Did he face a ball?
He did. This is his second ball that he's facing. He faced one ball of the second over. One slip in place for Ardis Viljoen. Just a bit too straight there and gone down leg for a wide.
Yeah, it's that ball was very close to the pads. Again, a very tight call, but wide nonetheless.
And two fielders that is on the boundary to Ardis Viljoen is the fine leg and third man. Very orthodox field. It's very straight and good fielding. Quite tight in there on mid on. Viljoen bowling some fireballs, Mr. J. Very quick and a very experienced bowler for the Northern Cape Heat.
Now he's really going to turn on the heat. Very experienced and his line and length. There we go.
And there's it. He tried to glide it and it's a catch. Rohan Haasbroek, the captain, takes it on a second chance. And that sees the end of Mode Venter, and it's another wicket for the Northern Cape Heat. Limpopo Impalas 18 for 2.
I think Venter will feel very uncomfortable about the shot he played. It was fairly wide and went to go and really just push at it. And straight to the captain Haasbroek in the slips. And the Impalas 18 for 2.
That was some quick pace, Mr. J. That was very quick.
Express pace.
And the tails of the Northern Cape Heat team is up.
Yeah, spirits are up and they were very excited about that wicket. And they really charged up in trying to set up this game for themselves, remembering that they have to win with a bonus point.
New batter coming to the crease for the Limpopo Impalas is Ludwig Kastner, right-handed batsman for the Limpopo Impalas. 18 for 2, 2.1 overs. His team in a bit of trouble. Hardest for you. Maybe just asking for another slip there. Captain says, no, hold your horses. Steaming in hardest. Oh, what a delivery. What a delivery. Hardest full Yoon's tail is up.
Yeah, it could be justified asking for the second slip with that amount of movement to the right-hander.
That's a good first delivery to the new batsman. Limpopo Impalas should know that main objective first is to get past the 158 and then for the victory. But you need to play like you are going for the victory though. Otherwise you will find yourself in a deep hole midway through this innings.
Yeah, that's obviously the first option for them, and that's how they have to approach the game. They have to play to win, you know, and the bonus point then will take care of itself. But if you're playing to try to defend the bonus point, you normally get yourself into trouble. So they need a little bit of a partnership, one or two batsmen just to take control, rotate the strike and get themselves in.
It's good fielding by the Northern Cape Heat. Just keeping it at CSA Kleinhans and skipping it down to a single. Hardest for Yoon still has a couple of deliveries left in this over. He will be bowling to Petersen.
Yeah, he had a couple of wides in it, so it does feel that it's a bit of a long over.
He's bowling with express pace this afternoon. His follow through in his action as well. He is on the money this afternoon. Viljoen to Petersen. And just putting his bat out. That's very dangerous there, Mr. J. Very dangerous.
Yeah, that's a similar ball to the one that that got rid of Fenter. It's a short ball, a little bit wide, and the batsmen really don't need to play at it. But again, just hanging your bat out there is a bit risky.
So somewhere there was ball missed there in it over. It is the end of the over. So that's the end of the third over for the Limpopo Impalas. 19 for 2 after 3 overs. Just following the scoreboard. Limpopo Impala still needing 178. 102 deliveries left. 17 overs. Still a very long way to go in this innings. On strike is Keshner to Rohan Haasbroek Keshner. And then that ball is just pushed into the cover area for a single. And now Petersen is on strike. Rohan Haasbroek is the bowler and he's just setting out his cow corner, bringing in more tighter offside field.
You see the left-right-hander combination, especially in this heat, also contributes because the fielders have to run, push out, come in, and it does eventually take its toll on the players, you know. So that's very important. And for the Impalas, if they just get a small little partnership and allow the Northern Cape Heat just to be on their feet for a little while without a wicket falling, then it becomes a different ball game.
Yeah, it's because it's hot and it's going to start going quiet as well. So Impalas just need to let the Heat toil a bit in the field, as they say. Yes, pushed down to long on for another single by Keshner.
What they wouldn't want now is the fall of another wicket within the power play. If they can end the power play, doesn't matter what the runs are, just with 2 wickets down, then they would have done well.
This is very good bowling by the captain, Rohan Haasbroek. Ball is just tucked again to the vacant mid-wicket area for another single. It's good fielding there. It's very difficult with these dark numbers here, Mr. J. I think that I just want to make sure who that fielder is. Does look like it's Zakele. And that's another, and that ball has pierced the gap for boundary. What a shot there by Keshner. He was just piercing the gap. Didn't try to overhit it. Takes the team total to 27 for 2.
Yes, I told you Northern Cape didn't help us at all by putting a black number onto a black shirt. So it's very difficult to see and identify the players.
There's a much tighter line there by Haasbroek. That we also see the end of the over. 27 for 2 after 4 overs for the Limpopo Impalas. Chasing 197 for victory and a semi-final spot. Huddersfield will continue from the country club end. And as you see that picture there, Mr. J, Huddersfield, Bashir Walters having a chat. Wouldn't I want to be a mic?
For sure, just to be a fly on the wall. And again, with that kind of experience in the Northern Cape heat setup, it bodes well for the young bowlers that are not playing today, but they in the nets, they with them, they will learn from them.
And another swing and a miss by Petersen.
I'm not too excited about that shot. I would rather want them to avoid throwing their bats by Petersen to that wide ball.
Our Protea women will be taking on England women this coming summer for 3 T20 international matches, 3 one-day international matches. Black Day on Sunday 8 December and 1 test match from 15 to 18 December. Visit www.cricket.co.za for more information and your tickets. Hashtag was on our way, hashtag be part of it.
A wide ball bowled by Huddersfield, and then a Petersen again chasing it. It's great to see that the women will be playing a test match. Great to be able to see them in whites. And I know just listening to Marizanne Cup the other day, great shot. A little bit wide from Huddersfield and a nice cover drive for 4. Listening to Marizanne Cup the other day saying that she would have loved to have played some more test matches in her illustrious career. So it will be great to see the woman in December in a test match against England.
And on home soil.
On home soil.
Definitely looking forward to that. So get your tickets and let's support our ladies in green and gold. Viljoen bowling to Petersen. That ball just keeping low there.
That's a very big tour of England coming to South Africa. Very big for the English tour, people to come and tour South Africa. And I know they're also playing a game here at the Kimberley Oval, an ODI I think it is. And it will be great for this area to be able to see that star-studded side from England coming onto our shores.
No, definitely, Mr. J. And that ball has been absolutely smashed past point. Nobody moved on the offside. Petersen has treated that ball with the respect that it needed to be treated. And that's another boundary.
It was like a tracer bullet rocketing to the boundary. I even found it interesting that Huddersfield apologized to Chepo Ntuli that was in the cover area and said sorry for that, man, because he literally stood and the ball rocketed past him for 4.
And this time they just had a fielding change there, Mr. J. Just brought in the third man into the ring, short 45, and then put like a point boundary rider out, sweeper, and then Petersen just lifting it over short third man for another boundary. And all of a sudden the Limpopo Impalas is starting to up the ante here. And that's, I almost thought I had a nick there, Mr. J. Almost went up.
I wanted to say to you on the ball that he hit over to third man, it was a 4, granted. But the shot he played there was so much risk involved. And at the moment, you don't want to lose another wicket. And here he goes on the last ball of Hardisviljoen's over and again chases a wide one. And yes, it was very close to the bat. Again, I'm saying to you, I'd rather not want to be a coach. I'll be tearing my hair out. The little bit that I do have.
All of a sudden, Limpopo Impalas 40 for 2 after 5 overs. Last over in the power play. This is going to be a very crucial over. Look like it's going to be a change of bowler from the commentary box in. Looks like it's Zach Kwabe.
Yes, it is Zach Kwabe. Zach Kwabe, a man from Durban that came around, played a little bit at Northern Cape, went to the Knights, played in the Boland as well. Also widely travelled, but experienced campaigner.
And he starts off well. Just a bit too straight, but still. It looks like he will be looking to hit the wicket to wicket bowling. And just do a deep square fielder for a single. And now the 2 fielders out is fine leg and deep square.
Yeah, we've mentioned this a little bit earlier on. The minute the batsman changed to left-hander, right-hander, and then the players got to move. Great
and
catch.
There's a wicket. There's a wicket for the new bowler, Zakiel Kwabe. What a catch in the covers. It does look like it's CSA Kleinhans that took that catch. And that will see the end of the dangerous Pieterse. Limpopo Impalas losing their 3rd wicket in the power play. 41 for 3. Northern Cape Heat is all over the defending champions.
Yeah, that's 1 wicket that the Limpopo Impalas didn't want to lose. But again, it was a shot that was tentative. He just pushed his bat at it. And again, we would have expected him to go full out with the shot. Then you can understand if you get caught. But it was half-hearted, but a great catch, nonetheless, by CSA Kleinhans. There's a buzz in this team, I must tell you. The Heat is really turning on the Heat.
Oh, definitely, Mr. J, definitely. They have to leave everything out there in the middle if they want to stand a chance to play in the semi-finals. In a few days' time, actually, it will be semi-finals. Question is just, will they be playing the Storm or most likely the Badgers? It does look like, if I read correctly, let me just confirm, a new batter out in the middle. Does look like it is their wicketkeeper, Delivio Ritgard, that has come into the middle. And that's a good area there by Kwabe. Good start by him in his spell.
Again, another left-hander, so Limpopo's done well with that. Our Proteas men will take on Sri Lanka for 2 test matches and a full Pakistan tour this summer. That includes our favorite Pink Day taking place on Sunday, the 22nd of December, starting at 2 o'clock. Get your tickets at www.cricket.co.za. Be a part of it, Waza Nawe.
There's a buzz out in the middle there by the home team. They do believe that they are on top. It's the final over of the power play. 3 wickets taken in the power play. I think they would be the happiest at this stage between the 2 teams. That's a good short ball by Zakele.
Yeah, there's still life in the old man. It's a good ball. Lot of pace on there, so really challenging the batsman. Yes, I think that the Heat would be very happy by taking the 3 wickets in the power play.
Oh yeah, what a ball by Zakele. Just an inside edge, does get delivery off strike and off the mark. And that will also be the end of Zakele Twabe's first over. 42 for 3 after 6 overs, and that is also the end of the power play. So there's going to be another bowling change from the County Club end. It will be Bashir Walters replacing Haris Viljoen.
Yeah, the Limpopo Impalas will also wonder that these seamers just keep on coming. Experienced campaigners, and when you think that Haris Viljoen is off and comes Bashir Walters.
And you still have Zakele from the other end as well. So great experience, seam bowlers, fast bowlers by the Northern Cape Heat. Well, Bashir Walters will be bowling to Delivio Ridgard, left-hander for the Limpopo Impalas. And bowling with one slip. And was a short ball. Just good fielding there by backward point.
That's Tepo Ntuli at backward point. Great fielding there. Assisting his bowler.
Bashir Walters running in. Second ball, and what a delivery that was. A play and a miss. Unfortunately, nothing there for Bashir Walters off the bat.
Yeah, very good ball from Bashir Walters on a good length. Just a little bit more bounce than what the batsman expected. He's just showing his batting partner that it shot up a little bit more than he expected. But very lucky that he didn't get an edge.
That ball just sitting up, and it's good fielding there by Tepo Ntuli. But Limpopo Impalas do get through for a single. And that will bring back onto strike Ludwig Kessner for the Limpopo Impalas. Just taking the time just to make sure that the field angles is correctly set. Bashir Walters coming into Kessner. And another play in the miss. They're just trying to play by with the angle, the bat to the angle.
Yeah, and the minute you angle your bat, your chances of getting to the ball is less. But the big thing also, it's very tentative, you know. And it's unfortunate when you normally get out with a tentative shot. You rather need to go flat out and get caught on the boundary or hitting the ball hard. But these little nudges and you get caught behind, it's not good.
That's a better shot there, played there by Kessner. Down to the sweeper boundary. It's a slight misfield, and it will allow them to come back for a second, and that is not what the Heat would want. Drop in concentration a bit there. And Limpopo Impalas taking full advantage of that slight misfield. We were now speaking about the tour of England coming to the England Women Tour in South Africa. 3 T20s, 3 ODIs, and 1 Test match, Mr. J. And in a very important ODI, the Black Day, the 4th Black Day, will see the Proteas women take on England on Sunday, 8th December, with a 10 a.m. start. Get your tickets on www.cricket.co.za, hashtag Hosanawe, hashtag NGBV, and let us take a stand for equality. That also brings to the end Bashir Walters over and the 7th of the bowling innings of the Northern Cape Heat. Limpopo Impalas 45 for 3 after 7 overs. Still needing another 152 to win from 78 deliveries. And like you said earlier, Mr. J, the figure that everybody will be having their eyes on is that 158. That's still another 113 runs away.
No, for sure. But again, I'm coming back to our original point. You need to play as if you want to win this game. And then you can take care of the 158 much easier. Tsepo and Tuli coming in from the commentary box end. Off spinner, born and bred in Kimberley, technical high school, went to play for the Knights, took a turn into at the Lions as well, and returns back home, playing now for the Knights.
That's a good first ball there by the homebred Tsepo Ntuli, and good fielding also by Zakele. That's great. A bit of a back feed there, shy, nobody backing up, but no arm was done there.
I must say that that was a bit of a risky run because the non-striker just went down the wicket and ran, and the batsman taking long to start running. So if that was a better throw from Zakwabe, then I think Redguard would have been in a bit of trouble.
Tuli to Keshner, spools it down to deep square for a single. It's a good throw from the boundary. Tsepo and Tuli to Redguard. Let's come good spin there. Slightly in the air for a moment. And that's another single for the Limpopo Impalas, just sticking over the scoreboard, just keeping the scoreboard ticking, keeping themselves in the game. That's very good bowling by Tsepo Ntuli, just keeping it wicket to wicket. Just stuck in the leg side and turning for second. Here's the opportunity, and it's the run out, and he's gone. He is gone. That is the end of Ludwig Keisner. He's been run out with a fantastic throw from the boundary.
Ardisviljoen with a big arm, and the throw came in right on top of the stumps. We're just having a look. Just when the Impalas were trying to settle with a little bit of singles and trying to dig them out of this hole, they lose their 4th wicket. 48 for 4 now.
And as you say, and as we say, Mr. J, you need to know who the fielders are as well. In taking on Hardisviljoen's arm, I believe any cricketer in South Africa would know that it's going to be very risky to take on Hardisviljoen's arm, especially from the boundary, because that was a bullet throw.
And again, there was no awareness again, because a couple of overs ago, he had a throw from the boundary, which was a bullet. And you need to be able to check that, and you got to be able to know where those fielders are that has the big arms. And you also got to know whether they're right-handed or left-handed. So which side the ball goes to then you can know whether you can take the arm on.
And that ball went straight to Artis Viljoen.
Went straight to him. It was just a pick up and a throw.
Paul is just trying to figure out who the new batter is in the middle, and it does look like it is Laurens Steenkamp. He's a new batter for the Limpopo Impalas. And that is also the end of Chepo Ntuli's over. And that also brings up the 50 for the defending champions. 50 for 4 after 8 overs. Consisting 39 minutes, 52 deliveries, 5 fours, and no maximums in this innings, Mr. J.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the difference in the scores, because obviously when the Northern Cape Heat came in, there was a definite intent of trying to get maximums. And as I said earlier on too, there were more sixes than fours, which was interesting in that innings. And another change in bowling, Zach Kwabe coming from the country club end.
It's been very good bowling, very good start by the Northern Cape Heat bowlers. There's been a vibe in the field, very lively, and it's just buzzing out there.
Yeah, I think they obviously realized that their destiny is in their own hands. And they're literally giving it their all. And there's a big buzz, the fielders are running in, they're fully aware as to what the match situation is. And the bowlers are bowling, they're on the money.
That ball is squeezed down to third man by Ritgard for a single, and it will bring back onto strike Laurens Steenkamp for the Limpopo Impalas. And very importantly, Mr. J, I see they still have their one slip in the Northern Cape Heat, so still attacking. Oh, what a ball there by Kwabe.
Yeah, the slip is important because it just shows you the mindset. It shows you that we, as a team, Northern Cape Heat feels that they're on top and that they will, they need to take wickets to win this game.
Sakele running in to Steenkamp, and what a shot, just finding the gap there through the vacant mid-wicket area, or between mid-wicket and mid-on, finding the gap there for a boundary, which take the Limpopo Impalas to 56 for 4.
Yeah, there was not even a big swing there. He just really tucked it off his legs and into the gap for 4. Lovely shot.
And this time just slightly pushed away from the fielder in the mid-wicket area for a single. There's some discussion happening here on the field, Mr. J, between Ron Hasbrook, and it looks like I was trying to figure out who that is. Is that Mudiri?
Yeah, I think they keep on discussing the angles and where they have to be, and the captain is very meticulous that the fielders, he wants the fielders in the exact positions that he puts them.
That's another cover drive in the misfield, and that's another boundary, and this time it goes to Delivio Ritgard for Limpopo Impalas. That will also bring to a close the over. Limpopo Impalas 61 for 4 after 9 overs, still needing another 136 from 66 deliveries.
A lovely cover drive by the left-hander. Literally just waited for it and and put it through just past the fielder, and a lovely 4 for Limpopo Impalas.
Tsepo and Tuli will continue from the commentary box end. We're bowling to Laurens Steenkamp. The start of the 10th over of the Limpopo Impalas batting innings. And he's getting some turn there, Mr. J. And it's well tucked into the leg side for a couple. And that is good. That is...
Yeah, that was better running now because it was far from Hardus, and it was a good 2.
It's a very good cricket here by both teams. Impalas is looking to rotate the strike now, just rebuilding, basically in a rebuilding phase of the innings.
Yeah, very crucial for them to rebuild, and it's also good if they can take these singles. As I said, it constantly allows the fielders to move in and out, and I'm sure that with this heat you don't really want to do that.
I definitely have to agree with you there, Mr. J. And there's a sweep that is gone straight to the fielder, and the spinners has taken it slightly away from him, and they will turn for a second. That's good running as well.
Yeah, good running by Redguard.
And there's another push down to the sweeper boundary on the offside for another single. There's good batting. Just rotating the strike, keeping the scoreboard ticking here. It's another, just ticking over the scoreboard, another single there for Laurens Steenkamp to the leg side. And this left hand, right hand combination is working well in this over for the Limpopo Impalas, as they just keep letting the Northern Cape Heat fielders running across the field. And what a ball by Tsepo and Tuli to bring to a close the 10th over. Limpopo Impalas 68 for 4 at the halfway mark, needing to go at 12.9 in the last 10 in order to win this encounter.
Yeah, if my memory serves me correctly, the heat was round about 86 for 10. So, I mean, after 10 overs. Just some cricket news from the World Cup. Bangladesh had won the toss in their match against South Africa and decided to bat. So all the best to Laura Wolfart and Proteas woman. And I'm sure that everybody else would be now glued to their TVs and backing the Protea ladies. Back into the attack, Hardus Viljoen.
Hardus Viljoen to Steenkamp. Straight, just tucked off his legs for a single to fine leg. Yes, as you were saying, Mr. J, our Protea woman in action this afternoon at 4. The first ball is scheduled to be bowled. And Proteas Friday is back. Let's paint the nation green and gold every Friday as we stand behind our Proteas women in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. Wear your Proteas jersey with pride and show the world our unbeatable spirit. And catch all the action live on Supersport. Hashtag always rising. Hashtag wars on our way. Hardus Viljoen with a good back of a length ball there, Mr. J.
Yeah, very good ball, pushing the batsman back and beating him, and ball going to the keeper. And again, huge buzz in the field.
Just a bit too straight there by Aris Viljoen, but it's stuck to fine leg for a single. Good throw there by Zakele Kwabe. Limpopo Impalas 70 for 4 after 10 overs, 10.3 overs, halfway through the 11th over. Aris Viljoen bowling to Steenkamp, and 2 straight. And he got some batter on that, and it's gone for 4. Another boundary for Limpopo Impalas. I believe that's the first one in a while there, Mr. J.
Yeah, that's the first boundary in a little while, and Aris Viljoen just throwing down leg side, and with the faintest of touches on the bat, it rushes off for a boundary.
And that one is pushed just wide of the cover sweeper, and Lawrence Steenkamp will come back for a comfortable second. Limpopo Impalas moving along to 76 for 4 after 10.5 overs. Final delivery of the 11th over. Aris Viljoen to Steenkamp, and it's a good ball by the veteran, and that's a dot ball to end over with. So Limpopo Impala still needing 121 from the last 9 overs. The required run rate is at 13.4, Mr. J, and if you look at the total of 158, they still need about 82, if my calculations is correct, from 9 overs, so very close to 10 and over there as well. So there will also need to be a bit of a hurry up by the Limpopo batters in the next couple of overs.
Yes, I'm sure they are aware of the match situation and the competition situation. There's definitely going to have to be a bit of a move on. But I was just thinking now that if Limpopo can get to 100, then we might have a different ball game, you know, because they're now just struggling to get their Haasbroek back into the attack, and he seems to be troubling the left-handers.
Yeah, that's correct, Mr. J. Rohan Haasbroek coming from the commentary box end in a reverse sweep, and he finds the gap, and that will run away for Livio Rutgaard. Just the reverse sweep there.
Yeah, he obviously looked like he can play the reverse sweep, but it was his escape shot because he was really struggling outside that off stump, and to reverse the ball that is pitched outside his off stump, it was good for him to get that 4 now. Now he's just got to be a bit wise now.
Yeah, they got the boundary early in the over. There was a LBW shout there by Rohan Haasbroek. Umpire says it's not out, he's a leg by. Did look like it was going down, Mr. J. I don't know if you have seen something else.
No, I agree with you. Definitely I'm with the umpire. Watching it live, it definitely seemed as if it was going down leg and hitting him outside leg. So Haasbroek having a quiet chat with the umpire.
That's a good length ball there by Rohan Haasbroek, and it just punches into the offside for another single into the cover area by Lawrence Steenkamp.
I think Northern Cape Heat will be very comfortable with the singles for now, you know, and they realize that it just puts on more pressure and builds more pressure.
yeah, it's not hurting the home team at this stage. I'm just keeping one eye on the other game between the Storm and the Tuskers. Storm was flying at the stage, and I see the Storm is now 79 for 3 after 12 overs, needing 66 from the last 8.
That's the first big one for Limpopo. A maximum by Steenkamp.
And hitting with the wind, Mr. J, over wideish long on area for 6, and takes the Impalas to 89 for 4 after 12 overs.
Can we just come back to that game? What did the Tuskers score? What was Eastern Storm chasing?
The Tuskers was 144 all out, Mr. J, in 19.5 overs, and the Tuskers need 145 to win. They're currently 79 for 3 after 12 overs, so needing 66 from the last 8 overs. So the Storm does look like they are in control of that match. And Zakele bowling from the Country Club end. And he's bowling to Delivio Ricard. It's a good start to the over. Dot ball by the veteran seam bowler. It's gone a bit quiet out here in the middle. That's a good ball. That's a good ball by Zakele. Hitting the deck hard.
Great ball.
But just making sure the angles is correct here. On a cover boundary, cover sweeper. Another drop in run to backward point. It's a good single and good backup there by Lawrence Steenkamp.
Yeah, that's a good single by Lawrence Steenkamp, seeing that he's left-hander. He's being challenged outside his off stump, so good just to get him off strike, and for Zach Kwabe now to change his line and length to the right-hander.
Zakele bowling to Lawrence Steenkamp. And that ball kept low. Is it straight enough? Umpire Roger Burns says no, it is not, and it's a leg by. The indication from the umpire Roger Burns says it's going down leg.
Yeah, that ball kept low. I spoke about it a little bit this morning, or this afternoon with the start of the game, that this is about the 4th or 5th game on this pitch. Remembering that we also played the Diamantveld T20 tournament on this field, and they played on this wicket as well. So that one just keeping a bit low. And yeah, I think that Steenkamp will be a bit happy to get away with that appeal.
Final delivery after 13 over, and it's short, and it's pulled into the gap. It's good fielding out in deep. Limpopo Impalas will turn around for a good couple there, and that will see the end of 13th over. Limpopo Impalas defending champions, 94 for 4, still needing 103 from 42 deliveries.
For the viewers, what is also very crucial in these games, and that's why we're keeping an eye on the other game as well, where the Tuskers are playing the Eastern Storm, is the promotion relegation matter. And that's very important for provinces, especially the second division provinces. So you'd obviously, ideally, Eastern Storms would want to end on top of the log, because then they get the most points for promotion relegation, and it would set them up with the one-day competition and the four-day stuff. And in Northern Cape's case in particular, they would love to end in the 4th place, both playing the semi-final and then getting some points in the competition, because they historically have done very well in the 4-day competition. So it would put them in good stead if they're more in the middle table than at the bottom.
It's great running from Impala. It's fantastic running by Limpopo. Impala just tucked it. Soft hands. And Limpopo Impala is moving to 96 for 4. That ball just good. Put it wide. I think Chepuntuli got away with that one.
I think he got away with that one, and I think Redguard will kick himself, because there was a real chance.
That's a good delivery. Just punching it to the sweeper boundary on the offside. Deep cover for single. Tepuntuli bowling to Lauren Steenkamp. And that looks like straight to the fielder. He did not get all of it. Off tracker. But that will not bother Tepuntuli. He got the result. He got the wicket. Good catch out in deep boundary. Just not sure who's that fielder, Mr. J. I don't know if your eyes picked it up.
I couldn't pick him up at all, but a great catch right on the boundary. He steadied himself, and I still can't make out who the player is. I can't see his number even. But that is a very big wicket for the Heat.
Just when that partnership started looking very dangerous, Northern Cape Heat got the breakthrough. Limpopo Impalas 97 for 5. And the catch was taken by Modiri Titeko out in a cow area, cow boundary. Good catch by the wicketkeeper. And the home side will definitely be lacking their chance in this game and their chance of progressing to the semi-finals. But it is still far from over. Tepuntuli busy with the third over, 2.4 overs. And there is a slip in place for the new batter. And punch down to long on boundary for a single. It does look like it is Daniel van der Merwe. Is he the substitute fielder, Mr. J?
Yeah, it seemed like he's the sub for the batter that went off.
JC
For
James.
for concussion.
So another left-handing batsman. Good over here by Tepuntuli. So very successful over. Limpopo Impalas 98 for 5 after 14 overs. Needing to go at 16.5 over per over to win this game. It does look like it is stretching a bit too far out. And this is very good captaincy by Ron Asbrook, bringing back his most experienced bowler in Bashir Walters, just to tighten that stranglehold that the Northern Cape Heat have over the defending champions.
Yes, you're 100% correct there, Nathan. It is really a big advantage for Northern Cape cricket that they can go to the experience of Bashir Walters in trying to tighten up the game.
Is Bashir Walters to the new batter, Daniel van der Merwe. Short. And great fielding on the boundary there by the tackle. And he saved his team. That only went for one. I must say that's not good running by the Impalas. There should have been at least two there. But great fielding by Mudiri, the tackle.
Yeah, that's great fielding. He saved his team 3 runs. And it again comes down to every little bit will contribute to the bigger sum at the end.
Bashir Walters bowling to Delivio. Ridgard is tucked it in the leg side, and that's good fielding, good tight fielding there by the captain. Rohan Haasbroek very in tight there, saving the one. 14.2 overs bowled. Bashir Walters coming in and tucked again, and good fielding again, and yeah, he slips. There's an opportunity, and he's back safe. Olivia Ridgard just slipping there in the middle of the wicket.
A real comedy of errors, the captain slipping but still managing to pick the ball up, but Ridgard slipping and the wicket keeper slipping.
It's a bit icy out there, Mr. J.
And we're talking about it's a hot day.
It's a good sign for the Northern Cape Heat if they have the Impalas being. They can't. And this time he splits the two fielders, the deep square fielder and the fine leg fielder, 4 boundary by Delivio Ridgard.
It's a nice control shot by Ridgard.
And that also brings up the 100 for Limpopo Impalas, 103, 67 minutes, 92 balls, 10 fours and 1 maximum. As I was saying, Mr. J, it's a good sign for Northern Cape Heat if they letting the Impalas make silly mistakes like that, wanting to take a single where there's not a single.
No, sure.
And that is a good single.
Yeah, pressure does funny stuff to cricketers. You get them to do stuff that they normally don't do, and that could have been really a silly little run out, and guess then that could be the match.
That's a good stop by Bash, and that will bring to the end the over as well. 104 for 5 after 15 overs. The defending champions in all sorts of trouble at this stage. And Tepo Ntuli will be bowling his 4th and final over to the left hander of Delivio Ridgard from the commentary box end, and he was just in a bit of a hurry there. The batter just pulled out of that one, but here we go, and walks across and sweeps it, and he gets the gap, and that's another boundary for the Limpopo Impalas.
Fairly a risky shot by Ridgard, going right across the off spinner. He misses that ball, then I think all his stumps would have been gone. But nonetheless, it's 4 runs to Limpopo. I was thinking earlier on, once they get to 100, they would be able to look at that 150 as being a little bit closer. But yeah, they need a little cameo from Ridgard. He'll continually miss that ball when he puts his foot so far away from it.
Yeah.
He just moves it too much away from the ball instead of moving it towards the ball. So he misses it completely all the time, and it was probably 2 or 3 runs every time that
No,
he misses.
definitely. He's premeditating what he wants to do, and it's good bowling by Tsepo Ntuli as well. This time reverse sweeping in there and dropped, and there's a mix up at the bowler's end. Chance for a run out. Is he gone? He's back safe. Some errors happening here. Drop catch, missed run out chance.
It's all happening at the Kimberley Oval. The batsman again doing the funny reverse sweep, straight catch to the fielder, dropped. Fielder throws the ball to the bowler's end, a missed run out chance. So yeah, it's all happening.
And this time there's a run out. Absolutely shocking running.
I'm signing off.
And that is what pressure does, Mr. J.
100%. You just missed the run out and you're going to take on a risky second run. And it is Ridgard, the in-batsman, that is now run out. And I'm sure Northern Cape will be very happy because they're now starting to get into the tail.
Yes, definitely. 109 for 6. The Limpopo Impalas in all sorts of trouble. The Limpopo Impalas, defending champions, sitting currently in 4th position on the log, in all sorts of trouble at this moment. 109 for 6 after 15.4 overs. 88 to win from 26 deliveries, but most importantly trying to get over that 158 mark. That will mean about 50 runs from 26 deliveries, and there's an appeal for LBW. Not out. That's umpire Bongani Ntebe says.
It's nearly a kind of game where every ball is an event.
And this ball went straight up. And another wicket. Taken comfortably there by Cole Abrams, if I'm correct there, Mr. J.
It is Cole Abrams.
And Tsepo Ntuli has absolutely changed the game around in that over. Just as the Impalas was looking like they are building a partnership, and 2 quick wickets in that over. Good pressure by the home team. 109 for 7 after 16 overs. Limpopo Impalas in all sorts of trouble.
A wicket falls. Impalas are 109 for 7, and obviously for them, they need to look at the 158 now and see if they can usher that home. And then, unfortunately, for Impala, Limpopo Impalas, up comes Hardesviljoen. Again, a difficult man to face.
Yes. Definitely bowling his final over. Hardest for Yun, just making sure that his fielders is in the correct positions. We'll be bowling to Daniel van der Merwe from the country club end. And a swing and a miss. Dot ball for the Northern Cape Heat. And all of a sudden the small crowd that has come out to support the home team, you can hear them as well.
No, very excited now. And I think after one or two of the little cold refreshments, it will now even taste much sweeter.
Definitely. And straight back and missed drop catch there by Huddersfield from his own bowling. No harm done there. Walken is back safe. The new batsman for the Limpopo Impalas is Aldred Hawken, right-handed batsman. 110 for 7 after 16.2 overs. He's the defending champions. Hawken walking across to the offside. And that's adjudged a wide ball by umpire Roger Byrne. And it's Nelson for 7 at this stage. The 13th Pink ODI will see Proteas men take on Pakistan on Sunday, 22 December with a 2 p.m. start. Get your tickets on www.cricket.co.za. Hashtag Hosanawe, hashtag pitch up in pink, and let's support people living with breast cancer. Another dot ball here for Northern Cape Heat. Piling on the pressure at this stage. Huddersfield bowling to Hawken. Steps across again, and it's a good ball. And there's a mix up again, and an easy run out. Where was he going to? And that's the end of Aldred Hawken. Limpopo Impalas 111 for 8. Nelson for 8, Mr. J.
Yeah, we try to have our feet up for Limpopo, but they're literally imploding now. And this is a funny old game. You know, coming into bat, I'm sure they were well aware that they didn't need to win the game. They just needed to protect the 158. And they play a semi-final. I'm sure, again, poor coach Gordy, he's pulling his hair out, and I know he doesn't have much.
No, definitely, Mr. J. They had a reduced target that they had to look at. But unfortunately, just creating pressure on themselves. And give credit to the Northern Cape bowlers. I must say, no, I have to say, give credit to the Northern Cape bowlers as well. It's been good fielding as well, where the Heats turning ones into twos. The Impalas was just not being able to do it. They were taking too much risk, and that's why they had a couple of 3 runouts now in this innings.
Yeah, look, the difference between the two teams has definitely been the bowling. And the Impala, the Limpopo Impalas could have gave away so much boundary balls and so many sixes, whereas the bowlers of the Heat really controlled that. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think there was only 1 6 hit, if my memory serves me correctly, in this innings.
And Huddersfield bowling to the new batter, Atwell Mokholoboto. They're stucking it into the leg side. Mid-wicket area for a single. to get off the mark and off Nelson for his team as well.
Yeah, that's at least good.
Daniel van der Merwe facing the last ball of Huddersfield spell, and that's just guided to the cover point boundary, and just a single. That's good fielding out in the deep by Cole Abrams, and that's the end of the spell of Huddersfield. 4 overs 1 for 27. He had a good afternoon. Limpopo Impalas 113 for 8 after 17 overs, needing a massive total of 84 still to win from the last 3 overs. But I think that the victory is out of the window at this stage. But to protect the 158, it's what, 45 runs needed, Mr. J, from the last 3 overs. That's also it's 15 runs per over.
Yeah, it's a bit getting out of reach now for Limpopo, and we've now mentioned this about 10 times for the afternoon. When you are 113 for 8 and you in the 17th over, you get Bashir Walters that got the ball with so much experience, you're really on the back foot.
And a great and again great captaincy by Ruan Haasbroek to bring in his experienced bowlers to finish the last couple of overs. If I'm right, Walters got 1 over left. This will be his final over. And then Zakele Twabe also have 1. And then it looks like it will be Haasbroek that will also probably bowl the last one. That will be the 5 bowlers that will be used unless Ruan Haasbroek decide to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I think what he's doing now, he's closing the game down with Bashir Walters, and if Kwabe bowls the next over, then I mean he's left with quite a bit of runs, and he can close the game down for the last.
And that's a good first ball by Bashir Walters on the toes. And it's a single for Limpopo Impalas. New batsman will be on strike, facing Bashir Walters, Atwell Mokholoboto. Impalas 114 for 8, 17.1 overs. Bashir Walters bowling to the new man at the crease. Full and straight, and push down too long on. They're turning for 2. Here's an opportunity, and he's home safe. That's good running. That's good running by the 2 in the middle. Now you can see the Limpopo Impalas dugout, Mr. J. It's very quiet. And another wicket. Bashir Walters gets another wicket, and it is Atwell Mokholoboto that is caught at extra cover by Cole Abrams.
A great catch by Cole Abrams, but we can't blame the batsman for that. He needed to go.
And that sees the end of Limpopo Impalas' 9th wicket. And Northern Cape Heat is 1 wicket away from a semi-final spot. At this stage, most likely against the Eastern Storm. But that we will confirm that obviously after all the games has been completed of today, as Eastern Storm is currently on 121 for 7 in 17.3 overs, needing 24 from the last 15 balls.
Yeah, that one could also go to the wire.
So obviously if the Tuskers win that one, they will go to second on the log. and then it will be definitely Northern Cape Heat versus Eastern Storm, and Badgers versus Tuskers in the other semi-final. New batter, last batter to the crease, Molefe Gaudisi. Gaudisi Molefe is the new batsman to the crease for Limpopo Impalas, and also the last batsman. Bashir Walters running in. Still have 3 balls of his spell left and 2 straight. Just touching the thigh pad. No run there. I believe it is safe to say, Mr. J, that the Northern Cape Heat is going to come out on the right end of this result, as well as with regards to the margin in which they had to win by.
No, for sure. I think Limpopo just imploded badly, you know. And as I said earlier, cricket is such a funny game. Pressure makes you do funny things.
And a swing and a miss there by Molefe. 17.5 overs. That's basically all he can do at this stage. Nobody's going to blame him.
No, for sure. You can't expect him to come and win a game batting at 11.
And as Bashir Walters makes himself ready for his final ball of his spell, Bangladesh woman after 3 overs, 7 for 1. So it's a good start by our Protea woman as well.
Yeah, that's a great start.
Bashir Walters destroys the middle stump. 116 all out. The defending champions is out of the CSA T20 Knockout Division 2 tournament. That will see the end of their ride. The Northern Cape Heat had it all to do when they came to the field this afternoon, and they have absolutely showed up. And the home team with a massive victory of 80 runs. Bashir Walters, full and straight. Great innings by Rohan Hasbrook, the captain. Sets his team up, as well as closing it by C.P. Kleinhans, putting themselves in this position where they could win the game. Well done to the Northern Cape Heat, who will be contesting in another semi-final.
Yeah, congratulations to the Northern Cape Heat. They had all to do when they came in to this game, and commiserations to the Impalas. Their batting just imploded, but I still think the difference between the two teams was the bowling and just the amount of sixes that was hit by the Northern Cape Heat. So they're in the semi-finals, just waiting for the outcome between Storm and Tuskers to determine where the semi-finals will be played. Good afternoon and thank you.
And just a recap of the result. The home team, Northern Cape Heat, winning by 80 runs, which will also secure their semi-final spot. Well done to the home team, and thank you for joining us. Thank you, Mr. J. Have a good afternoon all. Bye-bye.